Apologies. Moving stuff around and fucked up all the Ethernet cables everywhere. So good evening, everyone, and I hope we're all good. Yeah, big apologies. Stupid bloody internet. So, crack open a beer, I think. 1698, get in. And how are we all? Oh, I've just washed about 40. I've got a clock. Been trying to get the flipping thing to work. I've been running upstairs, unplugging cables and trying to get sorted. Yeah, fucking thing. Yeah, I do very well. Happy birthday, Mr. Goathead. 65 today. Bloody hell, I hope I make 65. Jesus. The way my hair's going grey, you know, you wonder sometimes, you think, oh dear. Good evening. So, with thanks to Scott and Wanda for their Tesco's £10 challenge, I thought, let's go and let's drink a couple of Tesco's beers. Why not, eh? Been a good day, Darren. A little bit wet, but yeah, not been a bad day at all, to be fair. Look at that. One of the absolute, with all your craft beers in the country, you know, this is still one of the best beers out there. 16.98. You just can't fault this beer. I know it's not trendy or out like that, but good evening, Mr. Travelling Brews. How are we? But, you know, still so bloody relevant. Shepherd and Neem, they make some decent beers. Good evening. I hope we're all well. Nice to have a day when we ain't got to defrost the old windscreens for a change, eh? Oh, dear, oh, dear. Oh, lovely malty aroma. Let's get in. Oh, that just hits the spot. You know, sometimes, you know, when you have all these chuffing IPAs and all these beers that aren't the big beers, to get on a beer like this, something decent strength, decent beer, and cheap as well. Is that my bloody phone? Turn off notifications. Oh, what is the bottle to the right of the white sign? Third row down. Third row. What, the big bottle? Yeah, I'll move these out of the way. Good evening. This bottle or this bottle? Paper white sign. Do you mean these? So they're from Framework Brewery based in Leicester. Oh, the shed's like a shithole. Been moving bedrooms. Yeah, they're from Framework Brewery, and that's Woodman's Cider. Yeah, and their local cider company, Vale of Beaver. If I've said it right, because I always pronounce it Belvoir, but it's actually Beaver, isn't it? So, yeah, oh, nice to have a decent beer. It's going to be a better setup soon. Yeah, we've just moved bedrooms and Polish style bottles, right? Mm. Yeah, it's a brewery in Leicester, to be fair. And yeah, it's going to be a better setup soon. Good evening, Paul. Once I've took everything off the wall and rebuilt it with pallets, but it's going to be a while. Good evening, Craig. Yeah, it's going to be a while before I'm fully back to normality. Yeah, because we've got so much decorating. Chuffing decorating. Oh, dear. You know, we haven't done it for a couple of years. It's only been 2 years, mind you. But we're moving bedrooms, new furniture, getting rid of furniture, going through cupboards, drawers, everything. You know, it's a full-on sweep of the house. Absolute pain in the arse, especially when you've done a day at work. And then last night I had the daughters to do, so I was there till 7 o'clock doing hair flipping, decorating. Oh, so the big fella, 65 today. Hey, Mr. Fell. And have you got somebody on the internet? Good evening, Sam, or good morning, rather. Have you got somebody on the internet called Dave Fell? Because there's another Dave Fell that keeps popping up on my suggested friends on Facebook. And I'm looking and I don't know, that's not him, surely. But he's mates with Vince Lee in Nottingham. So I don't know if you've got another bloke who looks similar to you with the same name. Oh dear. So yeah, 1690. I thought I'd turn them stupid bloody things off. Oh no. Notifications, the bane of my life. Here we go. That'll do it. All right, turn them off. Yeah, the Guinness West Indies Porter is a belter. All right, there's somebody else with the name Dave Fell then, who's big into beer. He's friends with a lot of the beer scene. Right, that's interesting. That is. Yeah, let me just turn this off. That's it. That's it. Won't come on again. That's my boss. That is yakking this time of night. There we go. All done. Yeah, the old ass is getting a go through every single flipping room. Free adverts. Only supposed to be blooming one. Although I get it sometimes, you know, where it just keeps chucking another flipping advert. Inflatable daffodil in his photo. No, not this bloke. No. The real Dave, our Dave, certainly got that in his photo. I don't know about the other one. Good evening. I just got 2 adverts tonight for Guinness as well. A bourbon barrel-aged Guinness. And it's like, oh my gosh. It looks a stunning Guinness. And then there's another one last year. There was, a ginger one. And that too was bloody amazing. Good evening, Greg. How are you? Did you have COVID? And have you recovered? I forget. You know, it's been so crazy these last few days. I struggling to remember, you know, bloody everything at the moment. Good evening, Mr. Hobhouse. Good that Scott gave you a bit of a shout out on his channel. I'm happy about that. Yeah. People giving shout outs to other reviewers. It's how it should be, you know, spread the love. And people might think, oh, he's a crap reviewer. I'll go with him. He's a better reviewer. Usually the case. Yeah. They see me and they think, God, he talks too much. Yeah, it was a good thing for the Beer Fest, wasn't it? Good evening, Disco. What did you get on yours? I haven't watched everybody's Tesco's challenge yet. Just out of curiosity. Chocolate mint Guinness in the States. Oh dear. Well, at least you're still here and fit, albeit tired, Mr. Bullman. Yeah, I mean, you never know. This, whether you believe in COVID or you don't believe in COVID, it's that thing. It's that thing where you don't know if you're going to be ill. Is the scary thing. You know, that time I had all the symptoms one Sunday night, and this is before I even had the jabs, and I was shitting myself. And, you know, especially when you have mental health issues, it can really make you panic. In Maryland, God, I need to get my brother in Chicago to order a load, get him to his house, and then send them across to me somehow, or bring him across next time he comes over. But it's good to see it. It's good to see, you know, you at least fit, albeit shattered, and you still got your taste. You know, that's good. Good, you still got your taste. It gives people, in some ways, a chance to catch up on your videos. In some ways, I ought to knock off a few days and stop doing beer reviews, but I enjoy doing beer reviews. It's what you get from it, isn't it? Although we all struggle now and again. There's a time when you hit a block and you think, Mr. Travelling Brews, you lost your taste as well. Oh, fair play, mate. But again, at least you're still here, you know. Six bottles and cans, right? Yeah. Yeah, well, Tesco's with that 4 for £6 is still very interesting. I know Morrison's now have gone down the Asda route with the 4 for £3, haven't they? You've missed 2 matches as well. Can't you go and just wear a bloody mask and leave your phone at home? You leave your phone at home, no one can trace you. You're not traceable. Your phone's traceable, but you're not. Isolated in a hotel overnight. Bloody hell. It's not good, is it? What worries me is people who can't afford to isolate. There's lots of people with no money who need a job, who can't afford to isolate, you know, because if the money's not coming in and the government aren't paying you to be off, or are they paying you to be off if you get COVID? My son got COVID and all he got was statutory sick pay, which is absolutely shit. $200-year anniversary stout. Ooh, that does sound. I tell you what, could you imagine someone bringing them into this country? Isolation's ending next week. Yeah, I think now. For me, Boris is. I know they slag Boris off and his parties, but I think he's done the best job that any of these bloody Labour are crap anyway. Liberal Dems are crap. I think he's not done too bad a job. No one would have wanted this job, you know. And I'm no Tory fan because they just look for the rich. They care for the rich. Labour care for all the whatever, and they care for the rich. And then there's no decent party in between. And I personally think that Boris has done the best job he can, albeit being a bumbling bloody idiot. But you know, you have to laugh. Some of the stuff he comes out with. He talks shit more than bloody Donald Trump does, and that takes some beating, to be fair. Titanic beers on the top shelf. They're all weak. They're all below 6%. Yeah. Isolation's not ending if you get COVID next week. Only plan B. If I got COVID, I work on my own, so it would never affect me. And I'd leave my phone at home if it needed to. I've got behind me, just, you know, where you're saying that brewed in 1984, at least it's 11%. So I've got here, and I was given this by Castle Rock Brewery. They said to me, don't open it because it won't taste good. But it's a 10-year-old bottle of Kiss Me Kate. So I don't know if you can see that there. It's a numbered bottle, but it's only 5%. They said don't drink it. It won't be drinkable. But it looks clear. The bottle looks clear. Don't seem to be any sediment in the bottom. So I'm wondering one day whether to drink it and just, you know, if I get the shits, I get the shits. Or if it tastes vile, I'll just spit it out and be done with it. How's Carlisle doing these days anyway? Are they getting better? Nottingham Forest, we're on a bloody roll, we are. Jesus, so we had it just before Christmas. And he's had it again. That's shit luck, isn't it? That really is shit luck. Yeah, I don't think the cap's metal, to be honest. It's one of those. It's one of them travelling brews. So it should be like a plasticky thing. Yeah, rusting. Yeah, I would have thought that is like a rubber. It's got a bottle number somewhere, unless it's just fell on the bleeding floor. Oh, it has, yeah. 8 points clear, relegation, jobs are good, and just goes to show you, different manager or just playing better now. So yeah, bottle 3 of 100 So there's only 100 of these in existence. There we go. And that's bottle free. Now, do I keep it and not open it? And then in 20 years' time, or do I just drink the bugger? A beer that you can't drink. Sacrilege, isn't it? I mean, really. A couple of January signings. Good evening, Scott. You're to blame. I'm actually drinking one of the Tesco's beers, mate. Good idea. Not everybody can afford craft beers. It's this time of the year is not easy. And it's interesting from my point of view. Obviously, traditional beers is my background, but it's interesting to see what beers people choose. Tesco's are a pretty good thing because they do a lot of craft stuff, even at £4 for £6. Yeah, Mark, I wondered about that, because we are playing fucking brilliant. And this manager, yeah, £10. Even I'm struggling at this time of the year. No gardening. But yeah, we're playing out of our skins. We beat Millwall away from home, which I hate Millwall. Sorry if there's any Millwall fans in, but they're our bogey team. To beat them in extra time, after the 90th minute is excellent. But yeah, that £10 thing, I think it's great. It's good for everybody. And there's some beers that need to be tried. If you've never had a 1698, it's a good time to try one. Baby Sham is like a sparkling perry. My wife used to love it. It's nasty, really nasty stuff. It's old-fashioned, old-fashioned about 20 years ago, and a bit further than that. But yeah, it's old-fashioned stuff, that is. Yeah, you won't want to be drinking that very often. Good evening, Tay. Yeah, it's a sparkling perry. Yeah. Millwall, dirty bleeding team. Yeah, he's not the best looking lad in the world, is he, Greg? But he's making them players play, and that's all that matters. They're playing brilliantly. To beat Arsenal, yay! Arsenal now, that's twice we've dumped them out. It's all good, isn't it? Now we just need to dump bloody Leicester out. 10% Imperial Stout. Still make Baby Sham. Yeah. It's in Morrison's at the moment on sale. 30-plus-year-old bottle of Baby Sham. I'd have a go at it, mate. I would. But I'd do it on camera and even live. But then make sure it's a day when you're not working the day after, in case you get the shits. Brandy and Baby Sham. I've had brandy and ginger wine. Yeah, that goes down a treat. Gets you very drunk, especially when it's a pint glass. Yeah, Leicester will be up for it, but so will Forest. It's a big game. I mean, Saturday we've got Forest's big game against Derby. Derby have got their own issues. They've got the dodgiest owner. And, we had a dodgy owner some years ago, Faraz, and fucking hell, he was as dodgy as they come. Derby had a dodgy owner, and they embraced the dodginess as well. Rooney only got there because of the dodgy deals, some bloody betting company paying his wages, which, it was all wrong. And it's not great for the fans, because they're not the ones who dictate what happens. But Derby are proper in the quagmire. Yeah, going on loan to Portsmouth, Tyler Walker. It's a strange one. Maybe Forest are still having to balance the books. We need to get rid of Carvalho. I think he's going to Olympiacos, though, isn't he? Yeah, he's the other club. Yeah, the Greek version of Forest. Let's be fair. Forest have had spent a lot of money over the years, but we've had shit manager after shit manager, or managers that just can't get the team to play. Steve Cooper, is that his name? He's getting the team to play, whereas Chris Hughton couldn't do fuck all. He made his cash off Candy Crush. Did they? Didn't know that. I've never even heard of the bloke. Mel Morris. He sounds like something off Benidorm. There was a Mel on Benidorm, the one that died. Mel and Madge. He sounds a bit like him. I wonder if he looks like him as well. That'd be funny, wouldn't it? It would be funny. Forest Sudden to Coventry last year. Ooh. Brewing your first special tomorrow. Ooh, that's a point. How's the old Brewdog beer going, Mr. Scott? And have you got your own grain brew kit, or are you doing it with pans and whatever? You know, are you brewing it via pans and doing it the cheap way, as I bloody would? Or have you bought the proper kit to brew it, or some version of the kit? You work at Silver Brew House. Ah, good evening. It's great. I remember, you know, the name rings a bell now. Yes, your beer's on the wall here, just behind me. There we go. Or one of your beers, anyway. Well, I've got wine to bottle. I've got other stuff to bottle that I can't say on the media. It's a wash. But so what's the brew tomorrow then? From a homebrew point of view, always interesting to see what people are brewing and hear what people are brewing. I'd love to brew a proper imperial stout. From mash, boiling a bag, or whatever you call it, BIAB. It'd be interesting to see how it turns out, Scott. Someone offered me a kit the other day, but it was £1,000. And at this time of the year, well, most times of the year, I ain't got £1,000 knocking about. And the oldest beer on the beer wall. It's either Cosmic in that corner there, or this Iconic up there. Iconic, I reckon that's the oldest. Kiss Me Kate's 10 years old. Yeah, that's well old. Yeah. I'm going to drink it one day. I don't care if it's not drinkable. I definitely want to brew my own imperial stout from grain. I'm going to buy the kits in February from Love Brewing, but I definitely want to go down that route and do some. I want to go down the route of stovetop grain brews. So you don't have to go spending loads of money, do you? I did have a look on your YouTube channel the other week. I must have missed where your homebrew stuff was. That's Mr. Bamall. Yeah, I did have a look. I got some videos, but not any videos where it mentions about doing it, like grain brewing. Unless I'm looking at the wrong blooming channel. These things happened at I was probably drunk at the time. Punk IPA brew kit, yeah. Yeah, Brewdog. They do make you smile, Brewdog, don't they? Yeah. All the bravado. It's funny how Elvis Juice is back at the full strength now. Is that because they got panned so heavy that they chucked it back at the right ABV? It does make you wonder, doesn't it? I mean, let's be fair. That time they announced it on Twitter, I gave them some on Twitter. As you do. Hey, no one pays my wages. My boss isn't bothered anyway. I'm not doing dry January. I've just got no money. So, yeah. £10 on Tesco's beers is about as far as I can go at the moment. But hey-ho, I've got plenty of stock, obviously, as you can see behind me on the beer wall. But and in some ways, it's good to get it down. Good afternoon, Brett. How are you, matey? Are you well? And your little one? And your wife, obviously. Or your partner, rather. Partner, wife. And good evening, Luke. The original is only available from Brewdog Direct. I'm sure they make the Audi clone, you know, because the Audi clone's 6.5%. And it tastes just like the original used to taste. So it just makes you wonder. You're moving house. God, we've only moved bedrooms, and it's been an absolute shitstorm. It's been a right fucker. And I've still not got my computer riding. It's just been a fucking pain in the arse. What I do, Scott, when I bottle, when I brew it in the fermentation bucket. I then transfer it to a barrel. Why do I put it in a barrel? Because I can bottle it as easy as hell. And it just makes life so much easier. These fucking canes and stuff, yeah, they're all right. They're just a pain in the backside, especially if it's fizzy. You know, a bit fizzy-ish. Vodka. I'm going to do some spirits soon. Maybe not that brand. I'm going to do some still spirits soon again, and I'm also going to do some still spirits. The Audi clones is Williams Brothers. Oh, Williams Brothers can do some nice beers at times, and then the odd shite one as well. Cherry Lager was awful. I'm sure that was them. Sure it was them. Brewdog's recipes are available. Oh, what, even their big Imperial Stout recipes? Hey, now that'd be something. That'd be something for their Imperial Stouts. Am I going to drink the strongest beer in the world again? I'd love at some stage to do that 75%. Hey, Scott, you up for a challenge? 75% beer, who's up for it? Do a live doing that. Oh, God. Hey, see how far you get in. It'd have to be a non-work night. But 40 quid for the bottle. That actually, though, that Brewmeister, the 67%, well, I thought it was okay, to be fair. It was harsh, don't get me wrong. But yeah, I'd love to do it again. Maybe later this year. 75%. Yeah, I mean, that's fucking strong. Let me speak to Wanda. Yeah. Well, it's not 10 Duvels. At least you did the 10 Duvels, mate. Not like some people. who look sober, even though they reckon they've done 10. Yeah, right, yeah. The wife's in the background drinking half of it. Yeah, she's pissed. He's fucking sober. But yeah, 75%. Dandelion wine, you can fuck off. That was nasty. That was. Wrenched my stomach, and I had the shits the next day. Drink it for a straw. Yeah, what, Duvel? Cheers, matey. Yeah, cheers. Cheers, Bramwell. I'll have a look at that later. I wondered that disco because they followed me as well, Beth Fire or whatever they're called, and I wondered. I thought, God, and it'd be good. I tell you what, in some ways for them, it'd be good business to actually get a beer reviewer to send a beer reviewer a bottle. Yeah, it's 40 quid, but it don't cost them 40 quid to make it. To send a beer reviewer a bottle and 10 cans are twice as nice. No way. I couldn't do 2. I could do 1, but not 2. I mean, Simon, bless him, at least he did 7 and he was steaming out of his arse. Scott was near enough dead. I know, I watched that video, absolutely chuckling. God, even I've not been that bad. I've been bad, but not that bad. Bless him. Hey, it's not nice as well, especially when you're being videoed. Wanda should have cut the feed and told him to fuck off. Hopefully they won't send you a bottle. You don't want a bottle, Craig. Hey. If I was flush with cash, I'd buy a load of bottles and do a big live. But I'm not flush with cash, so it's not going to happen. Me too, Disco. Me too. It's that time of the year, isn't it? You know, straight after Christmas. Most people are, you know, go crazy for Christmas. But the likes of me as well. My gardening, last 2 years, I've been working through winter, but this year, no work. So apart from proper work, but I don't take money out of the kitty. So I never take money out of the kitty. So any money I get is through gardening, extra gardening at weekends. So at the moment, it's all it's hands off on the money side of things, which it don't bother me really. I've got plenty of beer and wine and whatnot. Good evening, Phil. It's good to catch up with everybody. I do miss the lives. It's been crazy busy again. I did mean to do one last Thursday and Sunday, but that didn't go well. And it is a belting beer, matey, isn't it? Thank you. It's thanks to Scott, because I wasn't going to do. No, the more or less spirits, matey, Craig. And good evening, Craig, as well. Craig H. But yeah, it's the more or less spirits in beer form, which is only the same as what Brewdog did with that freeze-dried jobber. Freeze-dried is distilled. You know, it's just another way of distilling. It's basically, it's a distilled beer. You know, you can only ferment up to, I think it's 23%. If home brewers are in the house, my eyes are crap. But yeah, I think you can only ferment up to 23%. Above that, you're distilling. So technically, not a beer anymore. Well, I haven't been on either Op House. You know, my wife gave me some grief last year about doing too many lives. And fair play, she was right. And then I got out of the habit. Totally out of the habit. Hello! Just doing a live beer review.
So, hello everybody.
And Keith's in the house. I would give you a fucking seat, but there's no seats anywhere. Right. Do you want a beer?
Yeah, go on then. What have I?
Oh, let me get you a beer. Oh, what have I had before that I don't need to review? Oh, yeah, on a Wraggy.
Yeah, that'll do.
Wraggy's beer. Oh. There we go. Cheers. How's it going?
Yeah, good. Your glass.
Yeah. Fucking shitloads. Blue monkey. Okay. There we go.
Carry on, Billy.
Yeah, to be fair, yeah, the wife did give me some shit over doing too many lives, so it's you know, it was what it is, you know. And Keith shit you up then. Yeah, he can come and sit on camera.
Not going on that fucking.
No, he's not going down that road. Yeah, he's come down. Yeah, he's probably come down to see my son. Have you?
I've just swapped vans.
Oh, swap the vans. Fair play. Good evening, Kevin. How are you, mate? So, yeah, still enjoying the 1698, as you do. The wife's out, so I can be down the shed in peace. Although she has said that I can still do the live, so that's all good. Sink the Bismarck before. I mean, I haven't seen Sink the Bismarck, but I do want to do this 75% jobber. You tried the 67%, didn't you?
Yeah.
Brewmeister. Pissed up on fucking one shot. Good evening, Slurper. Let's ring that bell. That's the orders. But anyway, yeah. All's good. It's kind of weird. I've never had someone in the beer room while I'm doing these before. Apart from Harry taking the piss out of me. My son. Sitting in the background. Am I going to drink any spirits today? No. Not yet. No. Yes, live. Yeah, it's been a while, hasn't it? It's been a long while, actually. And what we're decorating and everything, it's not easy. You know, it's not easy doing lives when you're decorating. Yeah, I'd like to get hold of a bottle of Sink the Bismarck. I think it was something like 59%, wasn't it? Something crazy fucking daft. So, the old 1698. Once you drink that, I'll crack open some Champion.
That's all right.
Go through the beers.
Good beer, that.
Yeah. The Wraggys is still tasting nice, though, to be fair. I've still got about 10 bottles. When will the beer room renovation be complete? When I get a weekend to myself. Yeah, basically. Yeah, I'm stripping off the whole wall here, the other side of the bar. Everything's coming out. And I'm rebuilding it with pallets. 41%. Still flipping decent, that, isn't it? Oh. What Wraggys? I know. I'm hoping the who brewed the Wraggys? Lincoln Green. Yeah, Lincoln Green Brewing Company in Hucknall. So you'll know of them. Yeah, I would have thought. It's amazing, isn't it? That it's only because of Adventure Beer. It's only because of Adventure Beer that I knew that a lot of breweries existed, including Silver Brew House. So, I'm really thankful to them. Lincoln Green, yep, they're still selling the Wraggys. Not many left, though. You've done swaps in the past with them. Fair play. Yeah, good company. They've got some new beers out now, but I won't be going to the pub for a bit until I get some pennies in the bank again. Sadly. So, we get this one out of the way. When Keith drank his Wraggys, we'll crack open the Champion and see how he's up for it. He's on his phone though, so he's
working.
He's working, yeah. Old Moor Porter from Acorn Brewery. Fair play. We've got a pub near us in Daybrook called the Vale, and they have a lot of decent cask that I've been noticing. I just need to, when the pennies come round again, go down there and do some beer reviews in the pub. Try not to look a cunt doing them, but yeah, Ant is absolutely top. The more breweries that people haven't heard of, the better, getting on his site, because even as a beer reviewer, I didn't know a lot of these breweries existed, including Silver Brew House and Little Over. And there's one at the top of Retford called Harrison's Brewery. And even there, I've not even had any of theirs either. One day I'll actually get there as well to go and see him. So, do you fancy a Champion? Some Champion? Or once you've necked that...
Bloody hell, give me a minute. I'm still working.
So, it's McEwen's Champion. £1.49. You fucking can't fault it, really. Not for the price. Although that pint of 1698 has gone straight to my head and I feel half pissed already. I'm not drinking as much as I used to. So these beers are really hitting home. Yeah. At Christmas, when I was doing 13% Imperials, didn't even touch the sides. Nah, 7.3, 6.5, walloping me. Harrison's, yeah, based in Retford. The bloke has got a YouTube channel and he's got like 7,000 subscribers. Bastard. And yeah, obviously he does all his brewing on camera on YouTube. And he's got a really big following on YouTube. 6X on cask is amazing. But then an Harvest Pale on cask from Castle Rock is amazing. So the old McEwen's Champion. Cheers and good luck with the brewing tomorrow. Good evening, Thomas. How are things over in Ireland? hopefully things are starting to get better now that the UK is dropping restrictions. Yeah, he's 65 today, old Phil, Mr. Davies, 65. Harvey's paid his piss in comparison. What, on cask? Never. Harvey's paid was amazing on cask. You still working?
Yeah.
Okay. Screech Owl again. Fucking hell, Screech Owl's amazing. When we used to do the Mansfield Road pub run, Screech Owl at the Forest Tavern or the Maze, although it's not that anymore, it's gone. Another pub that's died. And student accommodation now, sadly. I've made a Belgian Dubel recently, and that is strong. Sitting up there now. There's about 18 litres left, and 7.4%. Knocks your socks off as well when you drink it. It's proper 7.4%. None of this piss. But I am going to do some Imperial Stouts again, and yeah, looking forward to that. I'm going to get probably 2 Imperial Stout kits, but I'm going to add spirits at the end. So I'm going to add Tia Maria to one to get a coffee effect, and maybe a bourbon, a Jack Daniels bourbon to the other, or a version of bourbon, cheaper version. Oh, that tastes amazing. Champion. Oh, you need to get that down your throat.
All right,
it's like piss water.
Face himself.
You need to come on, sit on here and come on camera.
That's all right.
Jaipur's quite weak these days, though, isn't it? Oh, 7 pints of it. Yeah, fair play. Got some 11-year-old beer. I've got some 11-year-old Castle Rock. Although they've told me not to drink it, to be fair.
I won't drink it.
Craig, there's a beer festival in Derby, April the 1st and 2nd, I think it is. And the Great Derby Beer Festival, Thornbridge, loads of people there. That'll be interesting.
Derbyshire Ales.
Yeah. Get the bus over for the day. Temperature, fucking freezing. Although the fire is on. Yeah. It's full on 9 degrees in the beer room. I'm warmer because I've got the fire next to me. Wraggys, since Ireland have put the price of drink up, Northern Ireland has changed its name. It's now called the Off Licence. Fair play. You've got to, haven't you? Straight across the border. Into Tesco's, 4 for £6. Jobs are good. And I can't wait till we go over, to be fair. Thornbridge, they're a top-class brewery. They are. Yeah. I'm hoping one day that they actually invite me up to the brewery, but it hasn't worked so far, so I maybe need to keep reviewing their beers. Yeah. Enjoy your work, matey. I think it's April the 1st. It's sometime in April anyway. I'm not really sure now. It might be April the 11th. Yeah. April the 1st might be a fool's fucking thing. Yeah. Oh, this has got some twang to it. 7.3%. And there was a time where I could not drink a 7.3% beer. And it's funny how your taste buds change over the years, where you know you can drink lower ABV and then you start moving up, and this used to kill me. The first time I drank this, I couldn't do it. It just too strong. Nowadays, yeah, hits the spot dead easy. Strange how it is, isn't it? Just waiting for Keith to drink his Wraggys, and then he can join me on the champion, see what he thinks. So you can get an off-camera review of the beer. Yeah.
It's good.
One day I'll get the Mrs. Wraggy down the beer room, but fucking hell. There's more chance of hell freezing over. Yeah. It's funny, really, because she's, as a beer reviewer, she knows what she likes. Yeah. She cringes at most of the stuff that I watch, that I drink, rather. There's a lot of pubs in Nottingham, Craig. Fucking hell. Me and the wife have been around a lot of them, and there's some amazing pubs that you don't realise that are there. I mean, over the years, we've done all the lager pubs and the fighting pubs, and then you go to all the decent pubs, and you look, you're like, fucking hell, all this decent beer, and we're drinking shit. And you're getting bouncers on the door being knobheads. Good evening, Mr. Crummy. How are we? So, on the £10 Tesco challenge, and there's a challenge amongst beer reviewers to get £10 worth of beer at Tesco's.
Right.
So I got 6 absolute belters.
That's one of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
16.98 was the first, and McEwen's champion, Ray. Old Crafty. King Goblin. King Goblin has got to be. Whoever hasn't reviewed King Goblin, who's a beer reviewer, shame on you. You know, you've got to be getting on these reviews. Adnams, Broadside. Cracking beer. And then Bacchus. This is probably the only beer that nobody else will probably get because I like fruity beers. But yeah, they're the 6 beers for a tenner. Can't fault it. Nope. Bottles are exploding. Nottingham's got the biggest brewery in England. Doubt it, mate. I doubt it. Marston's is probably the biggest. And Green King, more than likely. You don't do over 6% on a weekday. Yeah, I don't do under. Oh, so 7.3%. It's in well. It's dead weird having somebody in the background.
Sorry.
Get this drank, I can have a third. It's funny you like an Hobgoblin. Hobgoblin, back in the day, 10 years or so, Hobgoblin was really, really decent. And now even the fans of Hobgoblin are saying it's not the same beer. So it just goes to show you, you know, beers change over the years. You can't get 2 beers for a tenner. Shit. Okay, now. But that is in Australia.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, he's from Australia. Sam is. Yeah. If I lived in Australia, I'd be brewing my own. Yeah, if you can even brew your own over there, you know, I suppose I would think homebrew is universal. I mean, let's be fair, still spirits comes from New Zealand. So obviously New Zealand people like their spirits. And I can't fault them either because I like my spirits as well. Too much. That's why I don't have them anymore. Yeah, getting pissed up on spirits. There you go. All right, let's get some of this down, yeah. How long has it been since you've had this?
Not long. I normally buy it anyway, that.
Yeah,
I like it.
7.3%.
And the, that's 16.98.
Yeah. Foster's has got to be below a tenner in Australia. Jesus. Homebrew's massive in Norway because of the beer tax. Yeah, I bet. This is the thing, isn't it? Because obviously with the tax on beer, once they start fucking about with the beers too much, people think, right, I'll just brew it. Same with spirits, same with wine. You know, you can brew a bottle of whiskey. Once you've got the kit, you can brew a bottle of whiskey for £2.50 a bottle. So it just goes to show you, you know, what you can brew it at. Okay, now. Beer tax in Ireland's 23%. Ouch. Thank God I don't live in Ireland.
It smells lovely.
Malty, strong. What do you get from it? Christmas cake aromas.
Nice.
Taste. It's fucking strong in it. 7.3%. It wallops you.
Fruity. It's got a fruity smell to it.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's yeah. So for those who don't know, I've got Keith. He's off camera. He's not a camera person. Like the wife, she's not a camera person. But he likes his beer. He likes his beer more than I do. And yeah. Sampling the ode 7.3%. It's all a tax on the working class, isn't it? You know, the working class are the ones that pay the taxes. The rich, they put their money abroad. The people on the dole don't pay any tax. So it's the working class, and more so the lower working class, that pay all the taxes. Because a lot of people claim the taxes back. So it's just us. Yeah. I feel like I'm paying everybody else's tax. Yeah. It's disgusting. But what a beer, eh? Where is it? Ah, there we go. Champion. 50% tax. Shit. That is a lot. Australia. Fucking hell.
I don't know. That was the cigarettes though, isn't it?
36%. 36 pints of Bush's Bitter from the brewery. 43 quid. But not in the pub. Because obviously that's where you start paying more. Cheese and wine weren't meeting tonight. Yeah. Yeah. Good evening, Chris. How are you? I hope you're well, matey. I hope you're well. And it's been a while since I've done a live. Trust me to do a live and somebody comes round, but hey, you know, it is what it is. At least Keith can sit in the background and sampling the beers with me. And it's good, really. Is it warm enough in here for you?
It's fucking freezing.
Do you want the fire on full bar?
No, it's all right.
Yeah. Let me stick this. There you go. Put the fire on there. Do you want me to stick 2 bars on?
No, it's fine. I can feel that.
Can you feel it already?
Ooh.
You know, it's freezing there. Norway's massive on homebrew. Do you know homebrew? They really need to up the homebrew. God, it is getting cold here now. It's fucking hell. Cheese and wine in the tap room. I've got wine at the house. So in the kitchen, and this is no joke, I've got a barrel of wine in the kitchen. Is Keith a woman? No, Keith's not a woman. No. He's a big lad, big ginger lad. Yeah. Takes on bouncers. Yeah. Every time we go out boozing, he's a fucking bouncer. Right, come. Yeah. Yeah. Although the bouncers do start it most of the time. I mean, one of our mates was being sick one night. We've got a mate called Graham, and we was in this pub in the middle of town. And all of a sudden, I just got a fucking pint of Birra Moretti, and it was beautiful. And all of a sudden, looked at Graham, and he's fucking grey, you know, and looked like shit, he's going to die. And next minute, took him outside the pub, spewing away, and these fucking bouncers turned around, and they were cuntish, weren't they?
Yeah.
And you move your mate, you fat cunt, and to anybody. You know, you start being abusive like that, you know, you're lucky you don't get a good hiding. I mean, my brother and his mate, they took out 6 bouncers at Ritz's. They battered 6 bouncers. Got a year and a half for it, like, but, you know. Yeah, it's the bouncers got a good hiding for being lippy. But, you know, there's no need to be lippy in that respect. Keith's in the background channel.
It's live. Watching the live.
Oh dear.
I've had to pay for this ticket.
Yeah, he's had to £10 on the door. So we're going to Navigation Brewery soon. Me, Keith, and maybe a couple of, you know, if people can get to Nottingham for February the 12th, I can get 3 more people in for a free brewery tour of Navigation Brewery. And free. Hey, I'm good with free. It's my sort of price range. Yeah, not that I'm tight, but fucking free is good. And it's only a little dinky brewery anyway, so, you know, I've been to Sadler's Brewery and Sadler's Brewery. Time for another bell. Yeah, my glasses broke, but I've just rang the bell for you. Oh, that just hits the spot. You ready for another one?
No, wait a minute.
Bit of broadside. Yeah. You've only had a snifter. Fucking hell. So, it's in the spot nicely.
I drink that all the time if it wasn't that strong.
This is a nice strength. Yeah. This is the easy strength. This is. The wife's out, so I come down the shed to do it. To do a live down the shed. Although to be fair, because she's watching fucking Emmerdale Farm these days, Keith might get a yellow card when he gets home. His wife gives him the yellow card most days. Yeah. Yeah. Oh dear.
I don't know if to tell her if she sees this video.
Yeah. I can just imagine Emma watching this video and that, Keith, what are you doing in the background? And he'd probably get the red. Yellow already even. Did I tell you my daughter's bought me a pair of rollerblades for £1? What a pair of cheapskates. Oh, so that's it, the spot. Lovely. Hour in. It's been a while. I must do more lives. And it's funny as well, because obviously, one, I don't give a shit what I say. Two, I'm not really offensive. I'll try not to be. You're turning Wraggy off and going to Keith's channel. Yeah, fucking hell. Keith had made me look like a saint. Good evening, Edward. How are we? So, last beer. Oh, go on then. Old Crafty. Spot of Old Crafty.
Hobgoblin.
You want the King Goblin?
Yeah.
Not Hobgoblin, King.
King, yeah.
The King. We're on the King. Well. 85 pence. Benjamin, I don't know if this is at all Sainsbury's, but Benjamin sent me a photo today. King Goblin is 85 pence at Sainsbury's. So it's either getting discontinued or they brew too much. I'm the same, Chris. I love doing the lives, but you know, I've got well out of the habit. And we need to do a live together, matey, at one stage. Either me jumping on yours and or you jumping on mine. I'm good either way. I'm not, subs don't really bother me and all that, but yeah, we need to do it. Have a crack. Drink some supermarket beers and not really worry about the reviews. Just talk shit and as you do, you know. Because sometimes it's all about the pub side of things rather than the I'm not drinking all of it. Fucking hell, I'll be steaming.
Don't fucking be blaming me.
Have a good one, mate. Happy 65th birthday. And most of us will be happy if we ever reach 65. Oof. Yeah, 65, eh? Oof. So, King Goblin. There was a time when King Goblin was my absolute number one beer. Is that the wife? Where are you? Who is it? Oh, it's the wife. You're in for a bollocking. Fucking are you doing?
Hello. All right.
Yeah, he's in for a bollocking now.
I'm just with Billa.
Yeah.
No, I'm not having a drink. No, I'm just talking to her. All right. In a bit. Bye. Bye.
You're not having a drink, you're just talking. Sorry for laughing. Oh. So yeah, King Goblin. You know, of all the beers, when this first came out into Sainsbury's when I worked there, it truly is one of the top beers in the UK. You know, I know it's made by Marston's. Marston's not got the best reputation, but it's a truly stunning beer. See you later, mate. Have a great night. And happy birthday. We need to catch up again when you come back to Nottingham. So aromas on, obviously you can see the colour. It's a dark looking colour. Chestnutty pull. It's supposed to be ruby, isn't it? It's like a dark, it's an imperial ruby. So we'll call it ruby for the, you know, for those who are purists. 1/2 centimetre of head at the moment. Oh, bollocks. Hey, spilled some down, man. Fucking hell. Not that drunk. It's a waste of 10 pence as well. Not tight, honestly. I hope the wife ain't watching either because I get bollocking. Now, room temperature, you should get fruity, fruitcake aromas. Do you get that in taste?
Bit kind of sweet. It's like a chocolate taste, isn't it?
Chocolate taste. Chocolate taste.
That's what it says on the bottle.
Is it?
Dried fruits, toffee and treacle.
Yeah, you do get the treacle, that's for sure. Witchwood Brewery still brewed there. Marston's own the brand. Yeah, I do wish that Witchwood would re-brew a lot of their beers. They shelved. There are some amazing beers that they've shelved. Dunkel Fester. Oh, fucking hell, I can't remember the
What
other
did
names.
we buy when we went to Marston's? When we come back from Selby?
God, loads of beers. Banks is bitter and
Yeah, we didn't
Banks
buy
is
that.
mild.
We bought some unusual stuff, didn't we?
Oh, Horninglow.
That was
They've stopped doing them. Yeah, sad really. Your friend Queen Elizabeth used to get drunk in the younger days. I used to carry her to bed. Eh? I think your translation's not right, mate. Unless you've got a friend called Queen Elizabeth that you used to take to bed, then if that's the case, whoa, get there. Hey, yeah, that's got to be that's got to be.
there, she's sitting.
Yeah, which Queen Elizabeth? Not Queen Elizabeth II, is it? Eh? Oh dear. I don't know what to say about that. It's either YouTube's translations. We've got people that aren't naturally English speaking, so when they press on to translate, it comes out wrong.
Oh, right.
And I think that's come out wrong. Yeah, I would hope so. Anyway, yeah, taking Queen Elizabeth to bed, eh?
Yeah,
fair play there. Yeah, someone's got to do it. Eh? Although I think Philip in his older days might have had a word to say about it, but yeah, unless it's somebody else called Elizabeth and who's not a queen. Yeah, I don't know where to go with that. It's a strange one.
Andrew would be able to sort her out.
Oh, Andrew, yeah, he's a good one, isn't he? Yeah, he likes him young. Hey. Although I wonder with that Prince Andrew thing, because
it's all bollocks.
Like with most of the media shit these days, if it was such a problem years ago, they would have gone years ago for it. So the Queen has now took away his Prince, took it away from him.
Yeah, he's
stripped everything.
Yeah, he's military.
Yeah, stripped his military. Now he's basically just some bloke called Andrew.
Yeah.
Oh, Andy. Better
Better get a job at Tesco's.
Yeah.
He's got a few mil in the bank. What will look after him?
And is that what it's all about? Is it about the money side of things rather than anything else? It's a strange one.
It's just witch hunting, isn't it? That's how it is today in the media.
When you get to 100, you get a telegram from the Queen. When you get to 16, you get a text from Andrew. Fucking hell. Oh, that's fucking hilarious, that is. Hey, I bet he'll fix it for them. Yeah, you know where I'm going, don't you? Oh, fucking Jim. Jim will fix it, hey. Oh, could you imagine if Andrew's name was Jim? That would just be fucking hilarious, wouldn't it? Hey. Fucking, oh dear. This is what lives are about, though, isn't it? It's all about the laugh element, you know. Oh dear. So, not wanting to bore people any further, thank you all for watching. Cracking beer from, I forgot who's made it now. Oh yeah, Witchwood. Where's the fucking bottle gone? Oh, the bottle's over there.
Yeah.
That's why I can't see the bottle. It's gone. So, absolutely amazing beer from Witchwood. It was great to get back on the lives, and my laptop's going to die, and I ain't got my son's nicked the charger, so I bobbed it anyway. But thank you all for joining tonight. It's been great to chat with everyone, and I will do these regular. I want to try and do at least 3 a week if I can, and never get back to 7 days a week. That was ridiculous. And the wife gave me the bollocking for it, so I know all about the bollockings. But yeah, cheers all, and we'll see you soon. Yeah, I might do a beer review later if I've sobered up. Yeah, you never know. You never know. Cheers, mate. We need to do, Chris, we need to do, me and you do a live together. Your channel's good for me, and we'll drink some, that's a lot of alcohol. Hey, Mr. Pissy Pants. Hey, fair play. Cracking name. Yeah, I need a piss now thinking about it. Just watching your name makes me need a piss. You know. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm pissed your own pants. You know, that's the main thing. You know, none of us want to be pissing our pants, because if you was to piss your pants, one, it's embarrassing. Two, you get a warm feeling down your leg, and your knob might tingle a bit as well. So, you know, you've got to be ever so careful. But yeah, Chris, yeah, definitely, mate. We definitely need to do it. I've obviously got a different sense of humour to some other people. And when I've had a drink, do I care? Nah, never fucking did. Hey, good on you. And cheers, everyone, for watching. I would go longer, but it's a work night, and that you've got to be careful. Cheers. And I don't know where to turn the off. Here we go. Cheers, everyone. Oh, did I click the fuck or what? Fuck me. Here we go.